Howdy folks, and welcome back to Fate Extra. Today we will be continuing round 1, day 3. Saber's here to say hi to us, and we'll be going right to the arena. Now go away, Saber. We're gonna go kill things now. So let's go. We have the nice music. Go into the arena. This might be a shorter arena visit, depending on if any things happen. Let's check how much. We need 239 experience to get to the next level. I'll see if I can level up and yeah, so if you didn't see the last episode, we got some information on our opponent inside the school, so there might be nothing going on in the arena today. And this guy is beating us up as normal. Throw some powder on Saber's face. Yeah, I think I'll fight like 1 or 2 more guys, and then if it's looking like nothing's going on, then we'll probably cut to when we level up. Almost missed that. We can see his combo here. Smack him. Okay, we got him. Yeah, these guys only give 10 experience. So yeah, we can skip that. No. I'll kill it. And I suppose now's a decent time as any to cut, so see you guys in a second. Here we got another one of those bees. The Cricks. We're gonna kill this real quick. And I decided I'll show you guys some of this stuff. Yeah, we crossed some cubes and some of the shield things. We're still gonna need a decent bit more experience though. And let's see here. This should be enough to finish it. There we go. See you guys in a minute. Here we're fighting another one of the shield enemies, Inspire. Let's see, I think I've mostly got their pattern figured out. They like to attack on beats 1 and 5 and then guard the rest of the time. So yep, we're looking good. And we'll get that nice double extra. let's keep going and knock this guy out. And we got some more info. Oh, see you again. We got a cube here that I'm gonna try to perfect combo. And looks like we got him. And we're back. This should be the last enemy we need to fight before we level up here. Another Crix. And I can't tell if the middle of Saber's dress that's showing an indent of her belly button, if that's actually just open and it's her skin that's showing, or if it's just really tight on her stomach. It's a bit confusing. Here we go, beating this guy up. Getting that sweet, juicy experience. Let's see if he just repeats himself. Seems like it. Got the extra. And there we go. Level 6. 512 HP, 112 MP, 15 skill points. And that should be it for the arena here. And I believe that we are good to go back, since we already got some information today. Saber wants to go take a bath. Nighttime. And she is zonked out, so sleepy. We got the second piece of enemy info. And that's it. Let's go. Save our progress. Day 4. 3 days remaining. Walking through campus, I can see various NPCs who appear as busy students among the masters. Not only do the NPCs look slightly different, but their behavior seems a little off. Maybe it's their lack of a soul. To them, this battle is just a string of data variables. Within a small group of gathered masters, one person stands out like a sore thumb. Oh, it's you. So you qualified for the actual tournament as well. I believe that I remarked that we would meet again. It's Leo. The force of his presence overwhelms his seemingly innocent appearance. Before, it felt like he was a wolf let loose in the chicken coop. Now, I feel out of place. And he isn't alone. Behind him stands a shadowy figure radiating the same aura of strength. The figure is clad in armor and armed with a sword. His aura marks him as a servant. Oh, Gawain. Ah, how forgetful of me. Gawain, introduce yourself. I am his servant, Gawain. I am pleased to meet you, and hope you will be a worthy foe. As the armored figure nods in greeting, an enigmatic smile forms on his lips. He is the exemplar of knighthood, and, though a servant, has the same bearing as his master. Sir Gawain, one of the knights of the Round Table mentioned in the legends of King Arthur. It's said that his prowess rivaled King Arthur's, and his holy sword was equal in power to Excalibur. It's obvious that he is a saber-class servant. It won't be too hard to learn more about him. Maybe I'll discover a weakness of his. I'm sure Leo is aware of how much information he's given me, but he seems unconcerned. It's obvious that he chooses not to concern himself with such things as subtlety or tactics. For him, if something is destined to be revealed, so be it. From his point of view, his victory is all but assured, his superiority over others reinforced every day since he was born. I must take my leave now. I hope to see you again. Please fight with honor and pride. With a polite bow, Leo and his servants turn and depart, leaving me somewhat dumbfounded. And then Rin spawns out of the ether. Leo, I knew one of the Harleys would be here, with the scion of the family himself. With that murmured comment, the murderous glare Rin shot at Leo was almost palpable. The power of the Holy Grail. I guess the plutocrats of Europe see a threat in the Seraph. But still, to risk him, oh well, what was borrowed on Earth will be repaid in heaven. Things just got more interesting, although my powers as Magus are far superior to his. I get the feeling that Leo is little concerned for those like us. Without so much as saying hi, the now fired up Rin Tosaka almost seems to stomp away. I should spend some time looking into Gawain's background. I'll head to the library later. Evening. Shinji is smiling from ear to ear. Did something good happen? Are you prepared for your fight with Shinji? I'm not ready at all. Oh, this is so hard, I want to give up already. If you don't have any information on your opponent, it's almost impossible to land an attack. The enemy servant may be a legendary soul, but you still need to discover who they are. Let us save real quick. And go. We'll check this way first. What's up with Matzo? I heard him boasting in the library. I don't know what's going on. If you want to find out, go check out the library. Corner? Nothing. Sabor. Saborino. Mamma mia, pizza pie. Oh, here we go. Oh, just gotta pull something up real quick on my phone. Okay, here we go. Saber stares solemnly at me. My nervousness is due to the strength of her daunting gaze. My questions about the Holy Grail War have only increased since that moment I made a contract with Saber. And the war side, I still want to know just who she is. It is hard to be around you when you wear the countenance of a donkey in the rain. Speak, if something concerns you. This is a time for rest, so such distraction is permitted. Now would be a good opportunity to ask. Alright. So, the third option, why are you so imperious? I have no interest in. First option, what's your true name? She already told us she's not going to tell us, so let's go with the second option, because it's the most fun. Are you a girl, Saber? Are you inquiring about my physical form, or my spirit, my soul? My answer varies depending on which. That was unexpected. I asked because she has a masculine bearing and tone of voice, so I thought perhaps she had been raised a boy. My physical form is that of a woman. A short woman, but height matters not in determining superiority. I do not mind it, and you should not either. Therefore, refrain from making comments about my height. Alright, I've learned one thing. From now on, I'll be sure not to use petite or short to describe Saber, since I do value my life. Next, my spirit. It is about half and half, I suppose. Although I do not allow gender to sway my preferences, I believe my core is a maiden, as I adore beauty. Oh, from her brusque attitude and gallant actions, I figured she would value valor above all. My core is a maiden. That sentiment seems incongruous with her warrior spirit, but knowing that gentleness resides somewhere in her form makes me less nervous about the battles to come. And last is the orientation of my soul, an entity different from the body or spirit. Indeed, I think it admirable that I could go either way, though I am firmly rooted in the middle. Wait, what? Beautiful young boys are good. Beautiful young girls are better. My singular preference is beauty. In other words, I'm not going to shut up now that I can brag. That's too rich for my blood, no matter how you figure it. It seems it would be better if I were not to inquire any further. Saber, our favorite bisexual queen, Yas Girl Slay. Let's do a save real quick. And we'll keep going since it hasn't been that long of an episode yet. Yeah, so we checked that corner, so now we can check this side of the hall. Pleasant evening to you. I trust you're doing well, all things considered. You will never catch even a glimpse of victory if you insist on always running away. However, facing a foe you know nothing about is lunacy. In this war, information is everything. To defeat your opponent, learn all you can about them, their class, skills, even their history. The more info you have, the easier it will be to create a plan and predict your opponent's actions. For now, why don't you go to the library? There's a treasure trove of information there. Thank you. I know how hard it is for you to show gratitude. That, and I could just be using you, right? Anyway, do your best. I might learn a few things about Shinji's and Leo's servants. I should probably listen to her advice and go poke around the library. Thank you, Miss Toesucker. How's the investigation going? You can't learn everything from the library, you know. You have to grab the tiger by the tail sometimes. Talking about fighting them. Well, fighting's not allowed. That's against the rules. It seems like floors open up between trials. Have you checked out the second floor yet? Nope. Mato is such a hack. A little bit of flattery will get him to spill his guts. Hello, short girl. Hee hee, I got it. I know the class of my opponent's servant. Victory shall be mine. Wahaha. By the way, I saw Shinji walk off with some book. Can you believe he actually reads? I think it was a book about pirates? About Gawain. One of the major knights mentioned in the Arthurian cycle and often thought to be King Arthur's nephew. Equal in skill to Lancelot, he served as an advisor to Arthur. He was at odds with Lancelot due to his slaying of both of Gawain's brothers. Due to his overwhelming nobility and youthful impetuousness, he placed his family ties above all else. It was Sir Gawain's hatred of Lancelot that eventually led to his and Arthur's eventual downfall. It was in the Battle of Camlan that Sir Gawain fell, slain by Sir Lancelot. Well, I spotted Leo there before I paused. But yeah, we have a page on Shinji, but we do not have a page on Leo yet in the Matrix. Hakuno Kishinami, congratulations on making it to the main tournament. Your first opponent is Shinji Mato, I believe. Be cautious around him, as a hero's servant is powerful. Oh, it seems you don't fully accept that our previous school life was but a convenient farce. Let's see. Since fate has made us companions, perhaps I should explain things to you, shall I? Yes, please, Leo. Give us all the lore. Let's get started. Do you know what a reality marble is? It's a thaumaturgical technique whereby one space is transformed into a completely different space. Some servants are able to generate reality marbles. As it takes a great deal of energy to sustain a reality marble, most last only a few minutes. The school that housed prelims happened to be a reality marble generated by the Holy Grail. Besides the school as it appeared in the prelims, the current school, the arena, and the Colosseum, all are individual reality marbles created by the incredible magic of the Holy Grail. To give you an idea of just how powerful the Holy Grail is, even the most advanced supercomputer couldn't sustain one reality marble this length of time. All the participants in the Holy Grail War had their memories wiped out upon entering. Then, the Holy Grail's reality marble gave all the participants school personas to inhabit. Masters had a time limit of 4 days to realize that they had been tricked into playing a role. Potential masters had to pass that basic test to enter into the Holy Grail War. Although Tosaka seemed to shake off her yoke very quickly. By the way, Miss Fujimura and Issei Ryudo aren't masters, they're NPCs with specific roles. The masters who did not break free of the fantasy were dealt death. Tragic, but the Holy Grail War itself is a lengthy process of culling the weak. A word of advice, learn all you can. I assure you the information will benefit you greatly later on. Well, there's Shinji Boy. Let's see if there's a second line. Is it just going to be the same? Okay, yep. So we skip. And we skip. And we skip. And this model zoops about. Library lady, did you see the information matrix? Whenever you discover information about your opponent, it will be automatically recorded there. Cool. Shinji, my boy. Hey, look over the cat that dragged in. I never expected to run into you. Oh, who am I kidding? Haha, I'm just messing with you. The library is the best place to find info. I know all about you, so I expect you to go all out against me. But enough about me. It looks like you're having a hell of a time finding the book you want. Unfortunately for you, I've thoughtfully taken every book about my servant and hid them. I thought you'd have more fun this way. I hid everything somewhere in the arena. I wonder if a weak sauce master like you will be able to find them. By the way, what does your servant want in return for helping you? Money, right? I knew it. Do your best, while you still can. Yeah. Well, see you around. Good luck. I hope you put up a little more of a fight the next time we meet in the arena. You're starting to bore me. Japanese history. World history. I think the shelf here was where we learned about the Invincible Armada last time. And so, yep, no more info for us. But he was saying that it's available in the arena itself. If your servant isn't strong enough, go to the chapel and do an alteration of the soul. Well, interesting. Check the third floor corner. Yep, nothing. Then we can go talk to Issei over here. So Shinjimato is hiding info from you. He must have hid it really deep somewhere. Oh, I forgot to be British. This is the multimedia room. I must find the one my professor spoke of. We'll glance at the roof real quick. And now, first floor time. We got our boy. You already have a cipher key. Excellent. You'll soon get the other one at this rate. The second floor is where you'll find the secondary trigger. Head to the arena. You should be able to go to a new floor. I've said my piece. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. Have you set foot in the chapel yet? The system's jurisdiction doesn't penetrate that far, but you can strengthen your servant there. Well, I've said my piece. Go and slaughter to your heart's content. Ah, my beloved kendo sword. You've actually found it. Thank you. Gave Tiger the kendo sword. By the way, I hate to ask you for another favor, but Hakano, do you think you can do your lovely teacher one more teensy favor? Sure, why not? Really? Oh, thank you. Truth be known, I really need a tangerine stat. There should be a tangerine on the second floor of the arena. If you could get it for me before the end of the first round, I'd be ecstatic. If you manage to get it, I'll give you a fabulous decoration for your private room. Good luck. Motivation. We get cosmetics. Dude. Oh yeah, have you sunk by the nurse's office yet? The nurse hands out free stuff occasionally, so just you stop by when you have the time. Heads up you, word has it that they'll be serving super spicy bean curd soon. I can't wait. Hello, and hell, money conquers all. Welcome to the Skumihara Academy Commissary. Durable gym clothes. Yes, we will put this in slot 1 to increase our max MP by 50. And then we're doing good on shards, so let's buy 1 curry bread just to have it. And more powder. Let's buy 3 more. Okay. Oh. The second cipher key has been generated on the second floor. The second key has been created. I need to get it before the battle 3 days from now. Mato must be desperate to expose the servant's identity like that. Here, knowledge is power. The more data contained in an information matrix, the better it is for your servant. There was this stuck-up boy who came by here earlier. He probably talks to himself in the mirror. He looked kind of irritated and was talking to himself, something like, "I get it now." Yes, we know how to use the information matrix. Nobody next to the door. Then we can check outside. Then go say hi to the archery range. By the way, where did your command seal appear? Nice, your left hand. Mine's, it's a tramp stamp. You don't know how embarrassing that is. My servant got angry at me and told me to train my body instead. He means well, huh? Nobody in the archery range. Now we can go check out that chapel that was mentioned. That should mean that it's unlocked now. Have you been to the chapel yet? After the prelims, it's become a totally different place. I suggest that you head over there and see the changes for yourself. I'm so sorry. Healing supplies only once a week. Go away. I no give you more spaghetti. Only one spaghetti. You no get the 2 spaghetti. 2 spaghetti for evil people. The school buildings are always chaotic. I understand why, but it's nice to come here and relax. Chapel. I push open the heavy door to the chapel and go inside, where it is dark and eerily silent. I get the strange feeling that this place is completely cut off from the rest of the world. There's no one in the pews. As I get used to the dim light, a flash of colors hurts my eyes. Those 2 women, they don't act like sisters. And why are they here anyway? Hey there, welcome to the chapel. You're here to perform an alteration of the soul?
Ah, you're there. What was it again? I can't remember the last time I forgot something. I smoke cigars. Well, it's not like the details matter. And the more test subjects, the better, I always say. Welcome to the Eden of the East. I assume you're here for an alteration of the soul.
So on the left, blue hair, we got Toko Aozaki. And on the right, red hair, we have Aoko Aozaki. Alteration of the soul? What is that supposed to mean? Realizing I have no clue as how to answer, she continues talking. You don't know what the alteration of the soul is, but you came here anyway? Amateur.
Alteration of the soul? What is it you ask? Simply put, you link your soul to your servants. When a master's rank increases, we can strengthen the link. That's done by hacking into each soul and choosing what to improve.
In an alteration of the soul, you can improve your servant's stats by using the skill points earned when leveling up. In addition, once a certain number of skill points, SP, is used, your servant will acquire powerful special skills. Be sure to strengthen your servant before each elimination battle. Well, it's like my sister said, my job is to perform alterations made possible by various events. Sister, are these 2 really related? I was about to ask if they were really sisters, but a sudden wave of hatred from the 2 stops me. You get that gist of it, right? If you want to do an alteration of the soul, let me know. As for that creature over there, she's totally useless. Like 8-track tapes or the C:/ prompt.
And you'll glow in the dark. Don't screw up or the moon cell will come down on you again.
God, how many times do I have to tell you that the master was at fault that time? They specifically told me to do quasi-legal alterations, so I added a few extra skills.
Laugh now, but it wouldn't be funny to the one who lost because of your towering incompetence. Listen well, boy. If you value your life, do not put any trust in that thing's abilities. If I were you, I'd stick to regaining the spiritual statuses your servant may have lost.
So yeah, I am going to save before we level up for reals. And I'll speak to Toko here. The redheaded sister is less than useless. Actually, it's more Aoko Ozaki isn't really suited for this particular task. Even a pseudo-magus like me can see that. For some reason, I thought all things servant-related were the preserve of Toko Ozaki.
What was that? Oh yes, I'm far more skilled at alterations than Aoko, by a factor of 10 or so.
I hate having to take Toko's abuse every day. I'll try to control my rage, for now. Even as she says that, I can see veins popping out on Aoko Ozaki's clenched fists. But aren't you exaggerating a little? I mean, 10 times? I'm amazed that Aoko didn't immediately throttle Toko after her snide and offensive comment.
Why are you so surprised? And I wasn't trying to be snide, merely honest. In this case, shutting up and accepting the places beneath me is the only thing Aoko can do. Gah.
Aoko gnashes her teeth in rage, but if Toko is so talented, why isn't she doing the alterations?
I have other things to attend to, not to mention all of the stuff Kokoto dumped on me. Right now, I'm simply keeping an eye on my lowly sister so she doesn't accidentally kill someone. So just ignore me. If you need to perform an alteration of the soul, ask the monkey over there.
No, please talk to me.
You should be in the arena training instead of talking with me. You're still far too weak.
No. Well then, what do you say we try an alteration right now? Yes. Okay, so here, in Alteration of the Soul, we can put our skill points into the different stats. And if you notice, if I put one skill point into strength here, she gains 2. She goes from 16 to 18. And yeah, I think Saber here gains exactly 2 strength for 1 skill point. And then I'm pretty sure it's the same for defense. But then something like... oh, the luck might be the same. Here, I'm pulling up my tab on my phone. Okay, so strength, defense, agility, and luck all get raised for 2, but her magic gets raised by 1.65 for every 1 stat point. And the different servants you can choose at the start of the game each have different stat growth rates. So Saber is pretty balanced here, having 2 in almost everything. And she doesn't need her magic stat, really, since she's a physical attacker. Someone like Caster does need their magic stat, and their magic stat levels up crazy fast. I think it's close to like 3 points per 1 stat point, if not more. But then if we also, once we reach 25, or rather 26 strength, we reach strength rank D. Which makes, so each individual point, so like getting a 20 strength would make us stronger, but reaching the next letter rank increases our strength like exponentially. So going to the letter ranks when you can is definitely good. So we are going to be focusing on strength and defense. And also when we use 10 skill points, we unlock Saber's first skill, Veil of Petals. But yeah, so these stat descriptions aren't fully accurate. So strength raises your damage, physical damage. Defense reduces the damage you take and increases your skill damage. Agility raises your damage and raises your skill speed, which normally when you use a skill, it'll automatically hit before the enemy hits. So if the enemy is using, for instance, break, and you use a skill at the same time, then your skill will go off and overwrite their break. But if you and the enemy both use a skill at the same time, then both of them will go off. And then which one goes up first is determined by your agility stat. But yeah, we'll be mostly ignoring that. Magic increases the strength of magic skills and lowers magic damage. We'll only be encountering like a few things that use actual magic in the game. Most skills, well, most servants at least use physical attacks. And then luck raises your crit rate and it gives you a little bit of defense. But yeah, so I'm thinking that for now we will go with 2 strength for every 1 defense. So 10 strength for 5 defense here. And we unlock the first skill. And the next skill, Fount of the Sate, will be at level, at 20 skill points, so 2 levels. And I think that's good. Begin Alteration. Strength ranking has increased. Endurance ranking has increased. Veil of Petals acquired. Good. Some of my former glory has been restored. Superb tempering. I shall repay your fine efforts. What now? Need another alteration? No. So we can go check now. Switch to servant, we can see it's been updated here. And we can check the skill. Veil of Petals targets the enemy and inflicts physical damage. Costs 30 MP. And I guess next time we go into the arena, I can show you guys how the skills work. But it looks like we found a scene. There's something going on in the garden. When I go to look, I see Shinji causing trouble. Again. It appears that Shinji is being thrown out of the chapel after angering that old man. The chapel is for quiet reflection. I do not know who your god is, but you should know that much. Sorry, my bad. I'm an atheist. Swear to God. I have always believed that the Japanese were polite. I guess I was misled. Leave this place at once. The gates of heaven will remain closed to the unbeliever. It appears that in your haste to learn how to fight, you forgot to learn dignity and respect. I really hate the old geezers like you, always talking it down on me. When it comes time to fight, you can bet your ass I'll be teaching you a thing or two. Well, that just happened. And I don't think that he actually shows up in here, Mr. Old Man. So yeah, now we can just return to Saber's room, and it's getting late, so that should be it for today after we check Saber's funny lines. Hello, Saber, speak with me. She doesn't want to speak. So sad. Well, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, howdy. Don't be in danger, or else you will be in danger. That's your lesson for today. Peace.